Hello students, welcome to the discussion on questions. In our first two discussions, I think we had gone through the content of the discussion where we covered types of reactions, chemical equations, chemical reactions, and in that main important type was redox reactions. Afterwards, we have studied the applications of the redox reactions. Two examples. One was corrosion, second was rancidity. Now, today we are going to discuss on some questions. What of questions will appear in the examination and how to answer? Why this is solution only for this question? Okay, here is the question number one. Which of the statements about the reaction below are incorrect? Equation is 2PbO2 plus C gives 2Pb plus CO2. Option A is lead is getting reduced. Carbon dioxide is getting oxidized. Carbon is getting oxidized. Lead oxide is getting reduced. Please see the options. Before options, see the equations. Carbon is oxidized to the carbon dioxide by adding oxygen. PbO2 is reduced to the Pb by loss of oxygen. That means carbon is oxidized to carbon dioxide. Where it is? It is here. So carbon is getting oxidized and lead oxide is getting the reduced. So these two are correct. But what is the question here? You have to select the incorrect options. So when C and D are correct, naturally A and B are right. Sorry, A and B are incorrect. Therefore, where is the option? A and B, A and C. So A and B is given already. So the correct answer is option 1. A and B are incorrect, and that is the correct option for this question. Now we'll go to the next question. Okay, question number 4. Number 4. What is a balanced chemical equation? Why should chemical equations be balanced? Okay. Balanced chemical equation means number of atoms on the left hand side, that is on the reactant side, and number of atoms on the right hand side, that is on the product side, must be equal. That is called balanced chemical equation. So number of atoms before, number of atoms after the chemical reaction, if it is equal, it comes under the balanced chemical equation. Next question is, why should chemical equations be balanced? This is strictly according to the law of conservation of mass. Matter is neither created nor destroyed, and its mass also is neither created nor destroyed. Therefore, when the mass and the matter neither created nor destroyed, so therefore mass before the reaction, mass after the reaction should be same. For this purpose, we have to balance the same number of atoms on the left hand side and on the right hand side. So that is same explanation is given here. Here is in the form of equation, total mass of reactants is equal to total mass of the products. Now question number 5. Why is respiration considered an exothermic reaction? Explain. Okay. Our body temperature is always maintained constant 30 to 33 degrees centigrade. Why? During digestion, the food is broken down to form glucose. Glucose will combine with oxygen in the cells of our body and provides energy. This reaction is called respiration. Here is the equation. Glucose plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide and water plus energy. It is an exothermic reaction. The reactions in which heat is released along with the formation of products are called exothermic reactions. The energy of the reactants, why energy is given out? Here is the reason. If the energy of the reactants is more than the energy of the products, that means on the reactant side energy is more, on the product side energy is less. So more minus less difference comes out in the form of energy. So that is that type of reaction comes under the category exothermic. Once again, I will repeat, when the energy of the reactants is more than the energy of the products, the difference energy comes out in the form of energy on the product side, on the RHS. That is termed as exothermic reaction. And respiration is falls under this category, where glucose and oxygen are combining and forming carbon dioxide and the water. So because energy of these two are more than the energy of these two, naturally energy is given out. Therefore, because energy is given out during the respiration, so respiration is an example for exothermic reaction, but it is a slow combustion or the slow exothermic reaction. Why it is slow? Because the respiration is controlled by our body mechanism. We are going to learn in the higher class, because of the enzymes. So they are controlled by our body enzymes. They are called as organic catalyst or the body catalyst or the biocatalyst. So because of them, respiration is under control, and but small amount of energy is given out. That's why it is called as, because of the release of energy, it is termed as exothermic reaction. Now, question number 6. Translate the following statements into chemical equations and then balance them. 4 are given. First one, hydrogen gas combines with nitrogen to form ammonia. Hydrogen H2, nitrogen N2 to form ammonia NH3. But it is not balanced. So we have to balance it. But you see here, 3H2 plus N2 gives 2NH3. This I gave in the theory part under the balanced chemical equation. So 2 nitrogen and 2 nitrogen. 2 3s are 6 hydrogen and 2 3s are 6 hydrogen. Therefore, it is called balanced chemical equation for this question. Second one, hydrogen sulfide gas burns in air to give water and sulfur dioxide. First, you should write hydrogen H2S plus O2 gives water and SO2. Don't write these, because this will come afterwards. When you see the number of atoms, the left hand side and right hand side, you will come to know, because here 2 to the 4s, 4 hydrogen, here 4 hydrogen, 2s here, 2s, 3 to the 6o, 2o are here with the water, and 4o are there with the sulfur dioxide. Total 4 plus 2 6. So this is called balanced chemical equation for the question number B, 6th B. Now C, barium chloride reacts with aluminum sulfate to give aluminum chloride and a precipitate of barium sulfate. Barium chloride, BaCl2. How to know the formula of barium chloride as BaCl2? For this, we have to use the knowledge of 9th class. In the under the chapter, third chapter, where crisscross method is there. Barium is +2 valency, chlorine is the -1 valency. After the crisscross, the formula is the BaCl2. In the same way, molecular formula for the aluminum sulfate is Al is +3, SO4 is 2 minus. When it is crisscross is there, that time it is Al2SO4 thrice. So BaCl2 plus Al2SO4 thrice gives AlCl3 plus BaSO4. White color precipitate forms here. But after the balancing, it is 3 BaCl2, Al2SO4 thrice gives 2 AlCl3 plus 3 BaSO4. This is the example for actually double displacement reaction. Already we have studied in the theory part. The sixth D, potassium metal reacts with water to give potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Potassium K reacts with water H2O to give potassium hydroxide KOH. Why KOH? K is +1, OH hydroxide is -1, crisscross method KOH plus H2. But after balancing, it is 2K plus 2H2O gives 2KOH plus H2. This is the final answer. For this, you have to practice in the rough work how to balance. Here you supply only the direct or balanced chemical equation. Now we will go for the question number 7. Balance the following chemical equations. Most of the questions are on balancing only, because once you know the balancing, in our next topic, many reactions are going to come automatically. We will write the balanced chemical. That's why he has given more examples for balanced chemical equation in the first chapter. And name of the first chapter is chemical reaction and the chemical equation. About the chemical equation, we study in this chapter, chapter number 1. Okay. A. HNO3 CaOH twice gives CaNO3 twice plus water. Nitric acid plus calcium hydroxide gives calcium nitrate plus water. Yeah, this is not balanced. Okay. Now here there are 2 hydrogen on the right side. This side 2 plus 1 3 imbalance. Therefore, first you take 2 here, 2HNO3. Okay, when you take 2HNO3, it is 2H plus here it is 2H, totally 4H. To make 4H on the right side, I have to take 2 behind the formula water. That becomes 2 to the 4, 4 hydrogen. So number of H are balanced. Now we will go for the N. There are 2 N here. There are 2 N on the right hand side. Already NO3 twice is there, no? So this 2 belongs to this O also, this 2 belongs to N also. Therefore, already 2 N have come here, so no need to balance. Now, we'll think now H over, then N over, then oxygen. How many oxygen here with this nitric acid? 2, 3 the 6. Here 2. So 2 plus 6, 8. Now let us see on the right side. 3 to the 6 and 2 O here. So 2O here. Okay. Then 2 to the 6, 8 and 8. It is a balanced chemical equation. Therefore, answer is 2HNO3 plus CaOH twice gives CaNO3 twice plus 2H2O. So here 2 is not given, by you have to take 2 here, and this 2 you have to balance automatically. It is called balanced chemical equation. Now second one, NaOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus H2O. Sodium hydroxide plus sulfuric acid gives sodium sulfate and water. This is a very famous reaction known as the acid-base reaction. When acid reacts with base, it gives salt and water. Right. Let us see now. 1 Na, 2 Na. So how to make here Na is extra. So to make 2 this side, he has taken 2 here. So 2 Na, 2 Na over. Now what about other atoms? By taking 2, O became 2 plus 4, 6. Let us see here. Here 4. To make it 2, so you take 2 here. So here O became 2 and 4 plus 2, 6. So Na balanced, O balanced. Now hydrogen. Here there are 2 hydrogen and 2 hydrogen, 4. So we have taken 2 here now for the water. So already it has become 2 to the 4 here. So sodium ho gaya, then hydrogen over, now oxygen over. Now we are left with what? Sulfur. So in the sulfuric acid only one S is there. Here in the formula also one S is there. So all the atoms on the LHS and RHS are now balanced. So this is the answer for the second equation. 2NaOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. Famous equation between acid and the base. Both are strong. Strong base plus strong acid gives neutral salt and water. Extra study about this equation we are going to study under the chapter acids, bases and the salt. This one, NaCl plus AgNO3 gives AgCl and NaNO3. Both metals are in the metallic salt solution. So when 2 metals are in the metallic salt solution, if one is more reactive than the other, then that comes under the category double displacement reaction. So here this is sodium metallic salt solution, silver metallic salt solution. So among the 2 metal, sodium is very much reactive than the silver. Therefore, sodium will take initiation and goes and removes the silver and takes the place of silver and forms NaNO3 here. Okay, now so this is now khali, so empty. So this place is taken by the silver, becomes the AgCl. Now let us see 1 Na, 1 Na, 1 Cl, 1 Cl, one AZ, one AZ, and one NO3, one NO3. It is naturally already balanced, no need to balance. Now fourth one, BaCl2 plus H2SO4 gives BaSO4 plus HCl. Now this is also metallic salt solution plus acid gives BaSO4 plus HCl. Right. Now whether it is balanced 1Ba, 1Ba, 2Cl, only 1Cl. So to make it 2Cl, take 2 here. C has taken 2 here. So by taking 2, Cl became 2 and already 2Cl. Now barium 1, barium 1. So barium already balanced. Cl we have balanced. Now hydrogen here 2 are there. This side we have taken 2, so it became 2. So hydrogen also balanced. Now we are left with what? Oxygen. 4O on the LHS. This side 4O on the RHS. So in this way, all the 4 equations are balanced. So whenever you want to balance the chemical equation, first you see both left hand side and right hand side. If already equation is given, no need to worry. If equation is not given, if the question is in the word form, that time we have to write the word form into equation form. For that we should know the chemical formulae, and for the chemical formulae we have to use the knowledge of 9th class known as the crisscross method. So using the crisscross method, once you know the formula, write down the main equation, main frame. After writing the main frame, then start counting the number of atoms on the LHS and write it as RHS. Then you balance it. That is the completion of balancing the chemical equation.